Whoa, look at all of these sight words I have out here today. Do you know all of these sight words? I bet you do. Will you read them with me? I like you. A, the, is, my, see, can, and, to. Now we have a lot more sight words than just this, but I just wanted to show you that we can actually make some sentences out of these sight words. Okay, so let me just show you a quick little way we could do that. We could use these three words. What does this say? I like you. That's a sentence. We could do this one. Let's take a look at it. Read it with me. I see you. That's another great sentence. Okay, so we can take our sight words and we can make sentences. So what I would like you to do is I would like you to choose a few words that you think would help you to make a good sentence. I want you to think of some sight words that will help you to do your writing, okay? Now, I'm going to do an example for you. So let's go ahead and grab our writing book. What we're going to need is, of course, our pencil, and we're going to need our yellow, our red, and our green. We're going to put those right there. But we're going to use some sight words, okay? So if you'd like to do this right along with me, you most certainly can. So I'm going to go ahead and see if I can make some sentences out of these sight words. So I like I think that's a good one to start with. And then I like see. I see. And then I'm going to use this, the. Will you read that with me? I see the. Now I would have to add an extra word there, okay? So I'm going to think of something that I see. So I'm going to write this, and you can do this sentence with me, or you can take the sight words that you know, and you can create your own sentence, okay? So you don't have to do mine, all right? So if you want to go do yours, go do it now. Pause the video and then come back and see what I did. If you think you need my help, then stay right here with me and we will do it together, okay? So I'm going to start right here with I, capital I, finger space, see. This is kind of cool. I can just use my sight words here to make a sentence. The, finger space. Okay, but I'm going to have to put an extra word here. I see the, now I'm going to say sun because I think that's a word I can spell. What do you hear? S. U, sun, N. I see the sun. Yep. I chose that one because that's a really good sentence that I think I can spell by myself. So I'm going to put a red period and I'm going to put a capital green. If you don't want to say sun, you could say I see the cat, or you could say I see the dog. You might know how to spell those words all by yourself. Okay, let's see if we have some finger spaces here. You have your choice. You can do my sentence or you can do your own. Okay, so if we have I see the sun, and then let's maybe add one more sentence to that. We could say, how about we use the, and we use is, and we could put a little word right in there. We could say the sun is, and then maybe another word at the end, okay? So when you're copying a sight word like this, though, make sure that you remember that if it's the beginning of a sentence, it needs to be a capital. So even this one doesn't have a capital T, but I need to make it a capital T because it's the beginning of a sentence. See that? So you can copy that down if you want to do my sentence. We wouldn't say the is. That doesn't make sense. We can say the sun is. Okay, so finger space. The sun, finger space, is. What is the sun? What word could we put here? We could say bright. We could say yellow. Okay, I think yellow is good because that's one of those color words that we probably need to learn how to spell anyway. Yellow. If you're not sure how to spell it, it's a little bit tricky. You could copy mine, and there's a period right there. You could also say a different word. The sun is bright. You could get a little help from your parents how to spell that, okay? Red period, or maybe you could think of a different word, okay? Capital at the beginning, and finger spaces. I want you to notice that both of my sentences are about the same thing. See, I said, I see the sun is yellow. I didn't just list a whole bunch of different sentences that don't go together. See, I kept them together. I'm talking about the sun. It's my topic. So then I could do a picture right up here at the top of a yellow sun. Okay, so I'm going to go do that right now for mine. And oh, no, I'm not. I'm going to check my 5-star writing first. I'll go do that. And then I'll draw my picture. Now, if you feel like you want a challenge today and you want to do one more sentence down here, you could use some of these other sight words or maybe something that you have at home. Maybe you have your sight words on flashcards, or maybe you have a little list from your teacher. You could use that, and that would also help you, okay? But if you just wrote the 2 sentences that I wrote, that is fine, okay? We're just learning this today. This is new, okay? So if you did these sentences, please go check to see if you did your 5 stars, and if you did, then you can do your picture, okay? And I will go do mine, and we will be back in a snap. And here's my picture. I am all finished. Now, I checked my 5-star writing. So see, it says capital. Have my capital at the beginning of this sentence and my capital at the beginning of this sentence. So I have a check. I have my spaces between all of my words. I double checked that. I also have my punctuation. I have my red periods at the end of my sentences. I did neat handwriting. I have a check for that. And then the last one, I'll show you how I got this check. I read the whole thing to make sure that it makes sense. Don't just give yourself the check. You have to read it to make sure that it makes sense. So I said, like, let me make sure it makes sense. And I went like this. I see the sun. The sun is yellow. And it did make sense. So I gave myself a check. And then I drew a funny little picture up here. My son has legs and a big hand that's waving down on the mountains and the little grass down here. I also gave my son sunglasses. I love that. I could have said the sun is happy. Yeah, because he looks like he's happy. Or I could have said the sun is dancing. That would have been funny. Okay, so there we go. That's how you can use your sight words to make sentences. How did yours come out?